It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch the flag, watch the flag. 15. Watch the flag, motion, block. 53's the mic, 57, let's go. You're not ready.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Ready, go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it to Strong. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Hey, check. Mike 50. Rip left. Hey, Mike.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
1st down, Raiders.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Well, now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. Ten Lobo. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All you get to do, fellas, let's go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders 7, Chiefs nothing. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards.
City Chiefs, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, we got Alpha. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Check pass, check pass. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Mahomes going to throw. Completes it to Hardman. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go, Wally.
Let's go, let's go.
Second, yellow, 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 yellow.
95 is the same. No, check. He's Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone. Bravo. 95 is Mike. Watch 95.
Check back.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. These two teams all tied after one. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Second and 2. And he fires one incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, Benjamin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. I got you. Stop strap. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Topper.
On 3rd down, Benjamin. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
50, Mike, 50. Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball. Get that ball. And Mike's 50.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got the completion to Strong. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Ready, set. 50, Mike's 50. Check.
Now back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
15.
Motion. Go.
Now Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert it. Mike 50. Mike 50. H3, 218. Chopper.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down now. Benjamin. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Richardson. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mike's 50. Here we go, G. It's just me and you. It's just me.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Carlson missed it. Hold it to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Let's go. Number 53. Mike 53. Know your job. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Yellow, yellow. I'm going to yellow.
53. Tackle.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that's caught by Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Yep, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
70 and 56.
You better be afraid of me.
Alpha.
Be afraid of me.
Mike 58. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Mike, number 53. Mike.
15. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get... Follow these two.
36. 53.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Attack, attack!
Bravo! Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Yellow!
Charlie. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mike, 53.
Now it's Mahomes again. And going deep for Hill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Mahomes now to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
And again, it's Mahomes. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Mahomes now on first down. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yellow! 180!
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, 43!
Box track.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, Okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Big stop, D.
He'll look to throw. He can, and the ball is knocked out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Benjamin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Hey, Taylor. Hey, 57, 57.
Check. Check. 53's Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now. Mike, 53.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. It's Kelsey on the ground. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darren Lee picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the out.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's go, D.
Yellow.
It's going to be a long day.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Mahomes now on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here we go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here we go.
Yo, Mike 50, Mike.
Go. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Check. 53.
Yellow.
Check. 53's mine. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Now here's Mahomes. Nifty footwork at the 45. He's got Smith here. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 55 strike. Rip right. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Quit talking about it.
Now Mahomes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
43, 15.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Target. Nice 7, let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And that is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Let's go now. Ken Lobo. Get this ball back to the offense. 61. Matchbox. Light. Mike 50. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Mike 50. Squeeze. Get in there. Ready to go.
Back to throw here. Gets it to Strong. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
Mike 50.
I got him.
Mike 50. Blue there. And go.
Back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
53 is the Mike. I got it.
Yellow.
53 is Mike. Check. 53. Exit. Hey, me and you all day.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Yellow. 15.
I got you.
Let's go.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Mahomes now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 47. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Let's go, Lou, lady.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Steps away to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, come on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Chiefs, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.